Hey, it's Kevin. Thank you so much for coming by for the No BS social media chat. When I get to talking social media with people, the phrase will always come up, well, Kevin, you're an expert. What about? And they'll ask a question. Now, I appreciate people calling me an expert. Sure, I've been doing social media professionally for over a decade now, but I don't feel like an expert. Do I know more than most? Absolutely. But expert, I hate the word guru. We've talked about that before. But I realize as we're all learning social media, it's tough to be an expert. Everybody's looking for expert advice. And that's where it gets interesting. Because as I tell people, I wish I could answer the question, here's what I believe is the best answer, but because I don't know your exact situation, because we haven't sat down and tested these theories, it may not be the right answer. Everybody's looking for all the expertise. Everybody's looking for the shortcuts. And again, it's just human nature. It's understandable why we're all looking for those shortcuts. But as I found with social media, literally every profile, every customer, every client, every friend, everybody's situation is unique, is different. Because a lot of it depends on who your fan base, your followers, your friends, whatever you want to call them, are. And what their needs are, what they're coming to you for. I've often found, I will start on a social media project and I'll find very quickly what I wanted the process to be, what I wanted, the direction to go, wasn't the direction the fan base wanted it to go. That's not what they were coming for. So you have to understand who's following you. You have to understand what their needs are before you can really work to them well. Now, if you get a fan base where it's like they want to go in one direction and you're not comfortable going that direction, well, then you got to find new fans, followers, and friends. It's that simple. We're all looking for that expert advice. And what's funny is I can go online and I do a lot of reading from other quote-unquote experts in the field, people who've written books, people who speak constantly in all the big topics. And I can literally find you an answer to everything and then find the exact same in reverse to the same question. Because no two people agree on everything when it comes to social media. Social media is so new, it's such a new field of marketing that everybody's still trying to get a handle on it. It's still evolving. It's much like people. Toddlers are different than children. Children are different than teenagers. Teenagers are different than adults, and we have all variations throughout the process. And some people, even though they're adults, act like teenagers. Same thing with social media. Just because you've been on Facebook for a decade doesn't mean it works better for you than Instagram or than what Vine did or Snapchat or YouTube or whatever it is. Because each individual need from social media is different. So as you're always looking for that expert advice, whether it's from me, whether it's from anybody, be forewarned that even the answer they give you is not necessarily the perfect answer, because we don't know the perfect answers until we really put it into practice for you. I've seen people time and time again say, okay, here's what we're going to do, and I've worked in situations where I'm not necessarily the social media person. I have another function, whether it's a research person or whether it's a creative person in the process, so I'm not handling the day-to-day social media, which is fine by me. It's only a part of what I do. But the direction I would go in isn't necessarily the direction they go in. And then the direction they go in isn't necessarily, the direction they end up finalizing, which isn't even the one I'm going for. Because again, until we put it into practice, we don't know. You got to really practice what you preach, and you got to test. We have an old adage in the music business, which is called ready, fire, aim. With a gun, it's ready, aim, fire. But anymore, you have to throw it out there, test it, see what happens, and then finally kind of hone in on it. Well, it's the same thing with social media too. You start going out there and you just kind of figure it out as you go. And that's okay. The big problem with that, and we've talked about this almost since day one, it's a marathon and not a sprint. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen quickly. I have more people come up to me and go, what can I do in 30 days? And I'm going, go to somebody else. If all you want me to do is grow something in 30 days, I'm not the person for you, because that's not how the process works. You're building a relationship. You're building a one-on-one with people. And think of it. If you have 10,000 followers on Facebook, you're really building 10,000 unique relationships. I know you can try to broadcast it out in the same way to all those people, but it doesn't work the same way for all people because they don't interact with you in the same ways. I know it's some heady stuff, but don't be frustrated. Don't feel you can't handle it. Go out there, start doing what you got to do, work with the experts, work by yourself, but more importantly, test it out. Track these details. As I said, research is important. Research is key, and keeping data and working off that data will help you grow. There is no rule book that works for everybody. It's like a tailor. We make custom tailored suits here. Every unique situation is truly unique when it comes to social media, because your audience is unique, you're unique, And well, it's growing, it's adapting. What we did for MySpace, we don't do for Facebook, and we definitely don't do for Instagram or for Twitter. I know it's frustrating. You want to reach out and want to learn more? I'll be glad to help you out, absolutely free of charge. My email, my phone number, all coming up here at the end of the video. Again, you can always find us intensitymedia.com, the videos, nobssocial.com. Again, wherever you found us this week, just come on back next week. We'll be here with another No BS social media chat. Thanks so much.